Welcome back, everyone, to the Minnesota Twins franchise. We have a big one here in this episode. We will get to the end of the season and the offseason as well. But first things first, we got one of our top prospects making his Major League debut, and it's Walker Jenkins. Across 353 at-bats, got a 240-plus batting average, a couple home runs, a dozen of them. I think he's going to be just fine. I think he's ready. Of course, the batting average, I would like to see that a little higher, maybe the pop. A little bit more productive in that way, but again, I think he's ready for the challenge. I think we need it. We don't have anything to play for. Might as well see what the kid's got. So here we go. Top second, first at bat for Walker Jenkins, and first pitch hacking. It's a base hit back up the middle. Keep the baseball. Get that baseball from J.P. Crawford right now. We need it. Walker Jenkins, man. First plate appearance, first swing, first base hit. It's actually a pretty good pitch by George Kirby, but even better swing from the top prospect. All right, 0-2 count here for Brooks Lee. Ground ball right back up the middle to George Kirby. He's got that one, and that'll be out number 3. So unfortunately for the Twins, can't get anything moving here. And our top half of the inning is done. Zebby Matthews getting the start here today. Clean first inning. So far, so good in the second until Cole Young comes up and gets a base hit here. Going to be a double, a 2-out double. Those oftentimes can kill you if you're not very careful. Miles Mastrobuoni, base hit back up the middle. That'll score a run. Of course, it's got to happen off the bat of Miles Mastrobuoni. Okay, not Cal Raleigh, not Julio Rodriguez, not Randy Arozarena, not J.P. Crawford. Miles Mastrobuoni. Then how about this one? Base hit on the line, literally on the line. Here's Walker Jenkins' throw back into second. Nice strong throw back into second. Going to hold Mastrobuoni at third, and JP only to a single. Next batter up is Cal Raleigh. 2-1 pitch, a circle change that we wanted low and away, but apparently it just caught enough of the outside corner. And then a fastball. Going to challenge Raleigh here. Going to swing on and miss. Beautiful job by Zebby Matthews just to limit the damage to 1 run. Top of the 4th. Nice play by Cole Young. Royce Lewis tried to go up the middle. Nice contact made. Hard hit baseball, but great play by Cole Young. Next batter up is Cody Clemens. Deep drive to center field. Julio Rodriguez giving chase at the warning track. And a nice grab, nice running catch there. Good route to the baseball. Google StatCast will take a look at the route and the jump by Julio. And J-Rod made that one look real easy. 97.1 route efficiency. Top speed of 18 miles an hour, just a little above it. He was moving. He was churning and burning. How about this one? Right center field line drive. And yet again, caught by J-Rod in center field. Twins hitting the ball hard off of Kirby so far, but got nothing to show for it. It seems like that's been the case all season long. Randy Arozarena already a 1-0 game. Make it a solo shot for a 2-0 baseball game. That one got out in a hurry. 99.2 from the exit velo. Still a winnable game for the Twins, but we'll run on of outs here. Top 5 1-2 pitch, and Walker Jenkins second at bat. Not going to be as memorable as the first. That's a strikeout. Brooks Lee, line drive right to first baseman. Unbelievable, man. We're hitting the ball hard off of Kirby. We just got nothing to show for it. Ground ball here to third base. Brendan Donovan makes the easy throw. Trevor Larnach is out. And so are the Twins in the top of the 5th. We'll jump now to the bottom of the 5th. Zebby Matthews still out there looking for a quality start if he can get to 6 innings. Might be a short leash here after another solo shot. It's Cal Raleigh. Twins still within striking distance. Game's not over. But we got to get some outs here. 1-2 pitch to Luke Raley. We're going to go low and away, just try to get a ground ball. We get the ground ball that we need, and then it's bobbled by Brooks Lee, and with enough speed, Luke Raley's got first base, and then some. Thanks to the errant throw by Brooks Lee, and that's not good. Giving up extra bases, the solo home runs. 3-0 pitch, can't locate the fastball on 4 straight pitches. Josh Naylor's going to draw a walk. Zebby Matthews' day is done. We're going to have to try to stop the bleeding as much as we possibly can, and we're going to call on David Festa to hopefully get us out of this inning. A 5.4 ERA, and we're trying to call on him to shut this thing down. I don't know. He does have 5 holds on the season so far. It's not like he's completely inept of getting us out of jams, and it looks like we're going to get out of it right here. Thank you. David Festa gets the ground ball that we needed, but the damage has been done. Cal Raleigh with the solo shot. 8 hits for the M's, 3 hits for the Twinkies. Full count pitch here off of George Kirby, and Byron Buxton gets us on the scoreboard. Solo shot. Still, we're in striking distance. Still a winnable game. But some things are going to have to go right for us here. Got to get some base knocks. Got to get some credit where credit's due. Hitting the ball hard. Josh Bell hits this one hard. What else you going to do? Sinker low and away. Where else is that going to go? Perfectly placed pitch by Kirby. And then he got Royce Lewis going the other way. Another sinker, hard one coming in, and it's going to pop out to right field late on the pitch. All right, top of the 7th, here we go. Lefty on lefty, Gabe Spire against Walker Jenkins. He's got 2 hits. Seems like he can't get a sinker past Walker Jenkins. Got that base hit off of Kirby off the sinker. Now off the lefty, Gabe Spire. Unfortunately for Brooks Lee, his struggles will continue. He's going to strike out with a man on base, and we cannot yet again get anything moving here. J.P. Crawford, base hit off of Festa to start the 7th. 51 speed, round and first, headed for second. He'll get in there standing up nice and easy. And the Mariners have yet again another runner in scoring position. Cal Raleigh steps up, ground ball. That'll get the job done for them. Moving the runner to third. Sac fly is still in order. Julio Rodriguez, 190 with runners in scoring position. That doesn't change here. It's going to get another out for us. Hopefully we can shut this inning down. No more runs across. We got to try to find a way to stay in this game as long as we possibly can. Luke Raley, line drive. That one's deep. That one's gone. 2-run bomb for Luke Raley, and he goes to the umpire. He's a magician. He's magic. Almost 110 on the exit velo. We'll jump to the top of the 9th, and Walker Jenkins, another strikeout. 2 singles, 2 Ks for Walker. But I'd say it's a pretty successful Major League debut, even though it was a loss. So the Mariners celebrate. They get another victory. We continue to slide in the month of August. Zebby Matthews did not have his best stuff today. I think that's pretty clear, pretty safe to say, but when does Zebby Matthews ever have his best stuff? Oh, man, I feel so bad for him. He's got so much potential, and he just can't put it together. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Well, we find ourselves at 59 and 69. We are 10 games under 500 at this point in the month of August. Walker Jenkins now up to a 72 overall player. He did have a home run in simulation, so he did get his first home run against Philadelphia. And it was here in this 3-9 loss that he knocked one out against Aaron Nola. It's a good guy to go get your first home run off of. So, yeah, I think he's just going to hold, man. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be just fine for us. So I'm really anxious to see how his progression continues. Now, ending the month of August, we are 63 and 74. We are 11 games under 500. And now in the month of September, we need to figure out who we're calling up. We got a nice list of players here. Marco Raya, starting pitcher. We got Ryan Kreidler, Emmanuel Rodriguez. I'm sure a lot of people want to see him. And in fact, with 19 home runs and a 249 batting average, and a lot of ribbies too, I think I'm probably going to go that route. But we did trade for Moises Ballesteros, and I would kind of like to see him up with us, but I know I do want to save some of his minor league options. He's been up with the Cubs a couple times, back and forth. Don't really want to waste it here on a September call-up. I could go with Marco Raya here. He does look like he's got some better numbers, at least in the ERA department, but I'm going to call on Kenry Rojas. I think we can use him in some spots against left-handed hitters. Maybe give him a start or two down the road in September. We'll have to see how it all plays out, but Marco Raya's numbers, his win-loss record, ERA was good. We do call up Emmanuel Rodriguez, so we'll pair him up with Rookie of the Month in August, Walker Jenkins out there in the outfield, so that was cool to see. And as far as statistics go, 30 home runs for Byron Buxton, 85 RBIs. It will be a career high for him. And just looking across the team here, looking at batting averages, you got Trevor Larnach up there. I think that was 284, 240s, a lot of 240s, a lot of 260s, 253 for Walker Jenkins. Like, I don't really expect him to do more than that. in 23 games. But yeah, this team has no contact. It's very weak as well. So these are areas that we're going to have to focus on in the offseason coming up here later in the video. So let's do a little player lock. How about we go up against the Tigers? We're 1 game back from our rival. It's a big game for us. We don't want to be in last place in the division. Huge game for our rookie. Major League debut for Emmanuel Rodriguez. First pitch, bottom second. Oh, come on, dig, the slurve right down the middle. Go, get up. It's going to be off the out-of-town scoreboard. Rodriguez stands up with a double. A 2-out, first pitch hacking double. Yeah, baby. Rodriguez, first major league hit. Beautiful swing, beautiful timing. Nice job by Rodriguez. Now 0-2 pitch here, and we've got a ball in the dirt, and Rodriguez, oh no, rookie mistake, maybe? Slide him there. And Colt Keith has got him tagged, and yeah, he'll take that one to the dugout and say, yeah, it's a little too aggressive there, Rook. All right, let's see what he's got here for his second at-bat. It is a little flare job to left field, and that'll be caught, fortunately. Cody Clemens got to get back. And I thought that might have had a chance to fall. But we'll jump now in a 5-2 game, bottom 7. Same pitch. Ty Madden just didn't get the scouting report. And Austin Meadows, good defender in center field that he is, makes the catch. I would have surely thought that that was going to land. It was a perfect. Rodriguez has been taking some good swings in his debut. So bottom 9th against Kenley Jansen. It's a ground ball here to second. Little flip over to second. And oh, the speed of Rodriguez keeps the game alive. Down by 2 with Jeffers up. He's 0 for 3 today. In the series, he does have a home run, but against one of the game's best closers in Kenley Jansen, that's going to be a very tough test. 0-2. Oh, it's going to do a little pickoff here. 1 engagement. 1 remaining. I wish that would have gotten over Torkelson's head. That would have been epic. But 1-2. Jeffers, can he deliver a big hit? Looks like Rodriguez wants to go. He does. He takes off. It's a fly ball to right, and oh, he got the directional problem there. That's okay. It's an out either way. Unfortunately for the Twins, they will lose this one. They'll drop it to the Tigers, and they'll increase their lead in the AL Central on us. So unfortunately, it looks like we might finish in last in the AL Central. That's not going to sit well with me, even though I am a Tigers guy. Okay, I'm sure that there's a lot of Twins fans out there watching this series, but you know, I gotta let that be known. I am a Tigers guy. I live in Michigan. I have to be. It's a requirement. But I do have a little soft spot for the Twins. Just want you guys to know that. All right, September will sim a couple weeks here, and we find ourselves again 10 games under 500, so we just can't seem to break single digits. We do have our minor league teams also barely breaking 500. So it seems like mediocrity is in the water here, in the lakes of Minnesota. I don't know. We got to get something figured out in this organization. That's for dang sure. And you know what? Somebody that's going to be a part of it is Kalen Culpepper. He's got a +3 in his overall over the course of the season. So it's nice to see that he's got some progression happening there, even with a B potential. I think some part of me feels like he should be an A, but maybe that's something that we can discuss as a community moving forward, and maybe he'll do a wheel spin and we'll do a little player lock challenge or something down the road. You let me know in the comment section. Looking across our positional players and their numbers here, Gabriel Gonzalez, 294. I like to see that. Moises Ballesteros at 231. I really would have liked to see him have a little bit better of the average and power, because it's kind of what I'm paying him for. He's not going to be a top-tier defensive guy. He's future DH, in my opinion. Maybe a first baseman. But Marco Raya, good numbers. I think that's fine. At 3.97 ERA, 1.4 whip, like those numbers could definitely come down, and the walks could come down for sure. But he's still a young guy. He's 23 years old, had a winning record. I'm okay with that. I think that that's definitely something to build off of. Same thing here with Andrew Morris. Got up to a 67 overall. Again, walks, earned runs, whip, all that stuff can come down for our guys here, our young pitchers. CJ Culpepper up to a 67. So he had a nice little +3 on the year. He got a C potential too. So that's some good progression. C potential +3 on the year. That is very good progression. And his numbers look pretty solid as well. So I'm excited to see what his future looks like in our organization. Kendall George, 269, only 29 stolen bases. I would have expected a little bit more output with the stolen bases with a guy like 99 speed, 98 stealing, I think it was. Yeah, I expect a little bit more aggressiveness next season. Ambiorz Tavares did not hit very well, and I don't think he's ever going to be a big-time hitter. I think he's more of a defensive guy, so I'd like to see some progression from him. Of course, Dason Hill had the C potential upgrade, so we moved him from a D to a C thanks to that 10 strikeout performance in player lock. And with that C potential, I think that really played into his overall getting a nice little boost on the season as well. Connor Prelip was injured and only had 56 innings, so I would like to see him get into more of a starter role. Pablo Lopez, of course, he's coming back from Tommy John, so I thought that was kind of cool that the CPU got him into at least 12 2/3 of game action, and he's on his own little rehab assignment, if you will. So here's where we're at. We're 10 games under 500. We'll simulate the rest of the season, and that's where we'll finish, is 76 and 86. We finished 10 games under 500, and that obviously is not a place that I want to be. I think we can definitely do better. But of course, it starts with scouting. It starts with good drafts. It starts with being smart with your money, which is exactly what we're going to do in this offseason. We are not going to be breaking the bank, which we might not even have the ability to do that anyway because we are paying Joe Ryan a lot of money and Byron Buxton a lot of money. So that's just kind of the route that we took. We wanted to pay our studs, right? Remember the blueprint at the very beginning of the series? So we'll try to win with those guys. We'll try to add to those pieces and really round out this roster to be a little bit more competitive. So we'll see how that offseason goes. Coming up here, Cole Sands, one of the league's leaders in saves, which that was kind of cool. He got a chance to be on a better team, try to shut down and get more wins tacked on to their record, the Cubs, in the postseason. Shutouts, Joe Ryan had 1 on the year, which is awesome for him. He was one of the league leaders in strikeouts as well with 226, not just in the AL, but in all of the major leagues. He was top 5, 226. I think that was well worth the money spent. I really like Joe Ryan. Big strikeout guy. Could be a number 1 on a lot of teams. Maybe some playoff teams. He'd probably be a number 2. But he's a really, really good number 2. That's no slight to Joe Ryan. I just think for us, he's the number 1 guy. Awards races across the AL. I did not take a look at the NL here because we're focused on the AL side of things. We didn't really do too much. Like, we were not in any of these races, and it's really no wonder why. Byron Buxton, 253, 33 bombs, 90-plus RBIs. He was definitely deserved of a Silver Slugger, but he didn't get it. He did get league leader in triples, though, if you guys saw that notification. Now, World Series, Baltimore-Chicago. That'd be a really cool World Series, man. I really like those teams. Always one of my childhood favorites. Cubs being my number 2 team. Orioles being my number 5 team. And the O's will get the win. They will win the World Series, 4-1. Kind of crazy. I mean, this is a team that didn't make the playoffs last season. Got a new manager, got some better output from Adley Rutschman, signed Pete Alonso. They made some moves. I think that in real life, the Orioles could make a little bit of a run. I don't know if World Series they could do that, but I've seen crazier things happen. But unfortunately for the Cubs and Cole Sands, we did give him a chance. We gave Cole Sands a chance to go win a World Series, and as luck would have it for him, he didn't find himself on the right team. That's all it was. Retirees, Max Scherzer, Liam Hendricks, some big names. Justin Verlander, Kenley Jansen. We'll see all those guys getting into the Hall of Fame as well. They always do. I'm sure everybody here that does their franchise, that's often what you see. Kenley Jansen, though, 50 saves. That's pretty crazy. A renaissance for Kenley Jansen. I think the last time was in 2022. It said 41 saves for Jansen. So then you fast forward to 26, he gets 50 saves. That's kind of crazy. Justin Verlander, 273 wins. I know he's really trying to get the 300 club. In real life, I just don't think he's going to get there. And even in sim, he couldn't really crack it. Now look at these 2 different types of players. You got Justin Verlander, who's still continuing to play and really keep pushing and trying to beat Father Time. Then you got Anthony Rendon, who just called it quits after signing a huge contract with the Angels. He didn't even play over half a season in any of the years that he had on that contract. So it's just Anthony Rendon, man. It's the art of the theft. It's crazy. Andrew McCutchen also retiring. 332 home runs for Andrew McCutchen. That's a Hall of Fame career in my book. But for some people, especially with advanced metrics these days, I don't know if he's going to qualify. But speaking of qualifying, we got qualifying offers now. Ryan Jeffers, he wants 3 years, but I don't want to bring him back that long. I think we've got some young catching prospects like Ballesteros and Eduardo Tait. I think Jeffers' 2-year deal would be good. Josh Bell, I have no interest in bringing him back, so we'll try to go after Justin Topa. I think $1.5 million for a 1-year contract will get us through. And as we go ahead and sim, Topa did sign, but Jeffers has not. And unfortunately, with where we're at in the offseason, he's not signed yet. I think he's going to have to declare to free agency because I'm not going to pay him more, and I'm not going to pay him for longer. That's where I'm at. So we might have to be looking for a catcher. Renewable contracts, this is who's left over. I did not re-sign Tristan Gray, Maddox Houghton, Jake Rucker, or Kyler Fedko. I think we can have a little bit more flexibility in our 93-man organizational roster by not signing 4 of these guys, especially considering all the players that we just brought in. With our draft class, you got to make room for these guys. So for arbitration, I do like to look at the salary guide in the bottom right-hand corner just to get an idea of would it be smarter to make an offer, long-term offer, or offer arbitration, and kind of where are we at with arbitration figures, especially a guy for Taj Bradley. He wants top-tier pitcher money, and I'm just no, dude, I can't afford that, and it's too much for your overall. It's too much for your ability. He had a good start in real life. Don't get me wrong, that was crazy. 9 Ks, let's go. Taj Bradley looking legit. Bailey Ober wants a bunch of money, so trying to find that middle ground, right? So we're going to offer $8 million plus to Bailey Ober, $5 million plus to Taj Bradley, and then some guys we did not offer any arbitration to, meaning I'm electing to get rid of them. Cody Clemens would be one of those guys. James Altman, I did choose to bring back. Simeon Woods Richardson, chose to bring back him as well. So here we are in free agency. I'm looking for power, maybe a little contact. To change my mind there. I think we need more contact hitters in this lineup. And then OBP, we need guys to get on base. Plus, we need to be looking at relievers because I really want to focus on rebuilding that bullpen. It's a little old and it doesn't have a lot of talent into it. And I really don't want to be putting Marco Raya or Kenry Rojas into a relief role. I think they're starters at heart, and I'd like to kind of groom them up to be starters down the road. So here's our list of free agents. Ryan Jeffers is a free agent. He didn't want to re-sign with the Twins. I think maybe just for him and storyline purposes, maybe he just wanted out. He wanted another opportunity with a team that's ready to win now. He's been building up to this point in his career. I think it was probably smart for him. Now, looking at the relievers that are available, you got Brooks Raley I'm interested in, Jojo Romero, maybe Gregory Soto. Posted some good numbers there in 2026. But I'm kind of liking Jojo Romero a little bit. So I'm going to put him up on the board. He's 57th free agent rank, and he's a left-handed pitcher. I do like his consistency a little bit more than Soto. Also looking at possibly a DH first baseman. We definitely need another first baseman. We let go of Cody Clemens and Josh Bell. It's an opening, but we do have Steve Castro, our new draft pick, our first-round draft pick. He looks like he's like a prodigy. I think he's going to be legit. But I don't really want to rely on a rookie at first base. 22-year-old rookie. Don't want to do that. So we want to bring in a veteran piece that can actually hit. Maybe not like a Josh Bell, but maybe a Lamont Wade Jr. He's got some power. Can hit for average a little bit there too. Got some good contact numbers. He's fine. 33-year-old Lamont Wade Jr. It's cheap. It's within our budget. I think it's smart. Just kind of scanning through some of the outfielders here. I'm looking for a cheap DH type guy. I'm not looking to replace Trevor Larnach in the outfield. Definitely not Buxton. Not Walker Jenkins. Or even Emmanuel Rodriguez. I don't want to replace him. Ian Happ looks like he might be a good option for that, but he's a Gold Glove winner out there in left field. So if you're going to pay him, the majority of your budget, you got to get him to play the field. He's not just a DH. Let's look at Sam Haggerty. Got some good speed, good contact against lefties. He can play the field, but again, I'm not looking for that. He's interesting. Caught my eye, but I'm not looking for somebody that can play the field. Maybe a Suarez, potentially. But again, we've got $25 million in our budget. Yeah, I don't really want to break the bank for a guy like that. Maybe Brandon Lau. Brandon Lau might be a really good piece for us. 2 years at 18.8 mil, 18.6 mil. That could go up depending on his motivation to sign and his interest level. And as we move forward here to week 2, we do have some pretty good spots here for Jojo Romero and Lamont Wade Jr., but we are nowhere near where we need to be for Brandon Lau. So I've toyed with the idea of potentially taking him off the list, but let's just keep him on there. He is like the prized piece for us right now as we keep on simming here. We're up to 25% motivation. Even if we don't get him, I would love to keep him on the board just in case he does hold out as long as possible. Not likely, but again, he's the apple of my eye here in the offseason. Good power hitter, second baseman, DH type guy. We did offer contracts to JoJo and Lamont Wade, and we did get Lamont Wade Jr. We did not get Jojo Romero, so I'm hoping that in the next week or so we can renegotiate with Romero and possibly get him in here. Now, Lamont Wade could be that DH that we were looking for, but I'm looking for a more established hitter, like a Marcell Ozuna would fit that mold. Maybe a Paul DeJong could fit that mold. We do need another infielder in the mix here. Can play third, can play a little second as well, a little shortstop. But I think I kind of like Paul DeJong, very cheap. Let's try to get JoJo back in here, 76%. Bump that up to 80% motivation, and he does end up signing, so that's a big get for us. And due to budgetary constraints, we'll have to remove Brandon Lau off the board. So we're at $17.6 million in our budget, and I think now is about the time to start looking in the bargain bin. But fortunately for us, we do have Alec Bohm asking for 13.2. So it does still give us more flexibility in our budget with money to spend. If we can get a contact hitter like Alec Bohm, that would be huge for us. But again, it's all going to depend on the motivation to sign. Now, look at this. The Tigers go +9 up to the first spot in the draft lottery. How lucky is that? Tell that to Steve Yzerman. We need more Detroit luck in that way. So unfortunately for Bohm, we're not going to be able to get him. It was a now or never situation, and we just weren't even close with that. We didn't even have him on our board for a long while, so I'm sure that the motivation to sign was just not going to be in a good spot, so we'll pull that off. He signs with Miami. We did get this phone call here for Cody Funderburk to come on back, and I think that was a cheap move for us to go get another left-handed bullpen arm that was fairly solid for us, fairly decent. 94% motivation maxed for Marcell Ozuna. So he wants to play. He needs somewhere to go. He fits our team need, apparently, like OBP and power, what we're looking for, a right-handed hitter. But I'd rather prefer Paul DeJong. Like, I don't need the Marcell Ozuna, like, off-the-field drama stuff. Like, I'd rather go with Paul DeJong here. Like, $5.3 million, he's going to serve the purpose of what Marcell Ozuna is going to do for us. Obviously, Ozuna might be a little bit more productive, but we can spend that money elsewhere, right? I'm looking at Brooks Raley. I'm looking at, again, adding to this bullpen. He's only asking for $7.4 million a year. We could get another left-handed reliever. We could get Steve Okert as well. Now, I did put Ryan Borucki up here on our big board, but I kind of like Steven Okert here just because he's asking for a little bit less money. We can get 2 of these relievers instead of just 1 in Brooks Raley. Cubs making another trade here. Apparently, they did not want Cole Sands closing out games for him. Interesting. Tarek Skubal signs a 7-year deal with Dave Dombrowski. So Tiger goes to the Phillies, former Tiger GM and Dombrowski. Interesting. Signs a big contract there. We do get Brooks Raley. Arbitration is in the books, and all of the players lost their arbitration hearing, and they sided with the organization. So, hey, what can I say? I make good deals. So we do get Steven Okert, another left-hander, 3.5 mil. So we got Raley and Okert, 2 targets that we wanted. And then that's it, guys. That's our offseason. I think we did a good job. We got Rayleigh in here. We got Romero, Okert, Funderburk. But there's a problem. They're all left-handers. We need another right-hander in the bullpen. We'll move Henriquez over to our closer because, again, he is kind of like my closer in waiting since we got rid of Cole Sands. And again, because of all of those relievers being left-handers, we got to make a move for a cheap right-handed reliever. And I'm targeting Nick Sandlin here. He's got some experience. He played for the Guardians for a while. He's over here with the Angels. And we'll offer a prospect here that probably is never going to play with all of our outfield prospects that we have, like Rodriguez and Jenkins and Rodin. And I think it just makes sense. So Nick Sandlin is a Twin now, and he's got a decent overall, 30 years old, so he can stick around for a little bit longer if we need him to. And now it just sets us up really well to play those matchups with left-handed hitters, and we've got guys down in the minor leagues that can get called up if we need them to, if we need another right-handed arm for our bullpen. First base job is wide open. And Steve, quote-unquote Steve Castro, would like to introduce himself to you guys.
Hello, Minnesota Twins fans. My name is Eudis Castro. My friends call me Steve since my name is sometimes hard to say. Much like a player I grew up watching, Mike Stanton, I thought it was cool to do that. It is a dream for me to be here. I don't speak English very good yet, but I learn. Every day I learn, I play hard, I play for my team, I play for the city of Minnesota, and I promise, I give everything I have. Spring training, I work, I compete, and I try to make big league team. Thank you for believing in me.
We're definitely excited to have you, Eudis, and we're looking forward to your spring training and seeing if you can win this first base battle with the guy that you're just about to trade good lucks to, Lamont Wade Jr. Let's see how he fares against the Tampa Bay Rays in the next episode, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. Let me know how our off-season went. Let me know what you think about meeting Eudis Castro and what your expectations are going forward for him in spring training. As always, thanks so much for watching, and peace.